Okay, this should be good. Kinda, sorta. I got the camera wire going behind my setup this time, so that one's not in the way, but I should really consider setting up my microphone on a stand. Oh, I should probably start the music. It's not for nothing that I put the little window here. There we go. Let's see. We're still waiting to see if Picarto is gonna work because Picarto had issues. But Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter are on right now. So we're just gonna wait a little bit after Picarto, but not too long. If Picarto just doesn't want to connect, that's okay. We're making tests, see what works, see what sticks, and we are going to start in a minute or two. Shiver, why aren't we starting right now if technically you're ready? I have a headache. I am drinking a headache tea. I'm laughing, but I'm crying on the inside. I know why I have a headache. I'm eating too much cheese. It's fucking with my corn in the baker in the microwave for 3 minutes. There's somebody on YouTube. Hello, anonymous person on YouTube. We're gonna very carefully make sure we switch to the phone and not the Cintiq screen because I have a video going. And, well, it's basically marmalade from Colin Marmalade. There we go. Hope you guys like my little Halloween garland at the top because it's gonna be there all month. Watch me. It's always important to pose the rules because people been trying me this week. I'm gonna have one more sip and then we are going to get started with the Colors of the Month challenge. Oh, of course I'm going to burp. It's not a Shiro live stream if I don't burp. Because I always stream like right after I finish eating. And that's what happens. Okay. Hope you guys can hear the music. It's a little low. But you guys know I don't like my music too loud. Because I'm touchy like that. Probably wondering, Shiro, why do you always wear this pink thing? I live in the basement. And it's fucking cold, okay? Doo-dee-doo. I almost started drawing and I forgot to announce the colors for this month. Oh lordy, can you tell I have a headache? So the colors for this month are moss, dry leaf, pumpkin, and twig. And it kind of hurts my neon colored soul. And we have somebody here on Twitch, Nighthawk54689. Hello Nighthawk, nice of you to say hi and join us. Fair warning, basically what we're going to do is I'm going to draw, I'm going to complain, and I'm probably going to burp a lot. right now I'm rolling up my sleeves and we're going back to the colors. So the colors that I've picked to match, as I was about to say, my Neon Loving Heart Hurts for this month's challenge from Marker Universe. So for Moss, I picked YG67 Moss. I had another color in mind, but mine is dry. Same goes for the next one, which is a G82 Spring Dim Green. Here I wanted to use pea green, but my pea is dry. Also, I make very, very terrible humor. Okay, fair enough. And for Pumpkin, I picked YR24 Pale Sepia. Learn to aim in the center of the screen, Shiro. And for Twig, I went with W5 Warm Gray number 5. And of course, can't do colors without line art, so here are the matching Chameleon pens. OL Tree Olive Green. Well, yeah. GR1 Green Apple. Also, I'm French Canadian, so if you hear me speak in tongues, it's actually just Quebecer. OR4 Seville Orange. And WG3 Warm Gray. I don't know why they bothered to put a number on the warm gray. They only have the one warm gray. And as usual, the first Friday of the month, at least the Friday right before the first Saturday of the month, I put up a prompt in my Instagram stories asking people what they want to see me draw. And that's what I'm going to do. Enough jibba jabba. And right now you're not going to see nothing because I got all the light on it and I'm using a non-repro blue pencil. And like, I prepare very little of the actual challenge on purpose. Like, I don't know how I'm going to color this piece once it's drawn. I just know I'm going to be using the colors I've been given. But that's the whole point of a challenge, isn't it? So yes, as I was saying earlier, people been trying me this week. So I'm not here for bullshit is what I'm saying. Like on this week's page of a Cami Calamity, which is a obviously a Nintendo fan comic. I literally mentioned in the description of the page that I was not going to discuss canon because, like, this is the 4th episode. If you've been a long-time reader of the Smack comics, Smack stands for Super Mario Adventures Continued, you should fucking know by now that we take all the different canons of the different games and series and mush them together. And right below in the comments somebody wanted to argue about why I had Cammy say to Bowser that he's been playing baseball with the Mario Brothers when they're supposed to be enemies, and he started, well, they haven't played baseball in 10 years. I'm just curious why you decided to go for baseball when they could be playing kart or golf, and I literally said I don't care, buddy. Oh, you'll see it soon enough. Like I said, it's a non-repro blue pencil. That's what I use to do my sketches. And after that, I'll be using my Alvin Draftmatic. And it'll actually be clearer. It's normal not to see anything right now. I'm the only one that can see. I always use a non-repro blue pencil for my sketches because it's easier to erase. And it makes a good contrast with my quote-unquote clean pencil lines before I ink. Of course, this is pretty much a customized pencil. It's a special edition Draftmatic that was made for Art Snacks, which is a shop I recommend. And then I went ahead and grabbed the rubber holder from a Ninja Turtle Bic pencil and put it on here so it's more comfortable and prettier because my favorite color is red. It's important to be comfortable when you do this for a living because, oh my god, you're gonna be drawing for a while, buddy. Just this year I invented blah 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 blah. English! Invested a lot of money in my own comfort. So I could work longer without necessarily destroying my back. Also, I'm not sure how I managed to do that, but knock on wood, I do not have carpal tunnel syndrome. I do not need a brace to draw yet. So let's keep going on taking care of myself. This is a regular HB LED. Oh my god, I'm stupid. And what's neat about this pencil is that depending on what LED you put in it, you can twist this part here to the type you're actually using. So you don't forget what the hell you put in it. And Coco on YouTube guessed it right. It is indeed Kitaro. And I'm gonna go and switch to music because it's a Christmas pixel music and we're not doing that in October. I know I put a garland on top of my screen, but it's pumpkins, so fuck Christmas music. I love Christmas music during Christmas. Good tea. Also, hello Coco, nice to see ya. I'll put a bit of grass here. Don't know if I'm going to put an entire background. I usually keep the background simple on these things. Like even on this, which took me several hours, background is still awfully simple. I'll put it at this angle so it doesn't shine too much. It's mostly water. And no, the end result of these cards is not going to be like that, because I am extremely limited in colors, as you saw at the beginning of the stream. Now I am using a kneaded eraser from Zellers, would you believe? That's how old it is. You'd think it'd be dry and crumbly by now, but no. To take off all the excess pencil. And see what I can do with the colors that I have, and probably mess it up. But then again, that's the whole point, isn't it? We're trying to have fun here. Yeah, maybe I should use the gray. Its hair is already gray, so why not? Now the point with chameleon liners is you're supposed to grab the cover of another one, put it on the first color you have, wait a couple seconds, and then it's going to make a an ombre look. And I've never used them for that. I exclusively use them to make colored line art because they don't melt with Copics like my Tri-Plus fine liner does. So it just goes to show that they're made with actual ink, not water-based. My ears are so itchy. It's annoying. Grass, 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 grass. I'm always looking up to see if you guys are writing something. Because I want to interact as best I can while I work. I have ADHD, so that's why I live stream these. Like I was able to work on that Jason I showed a couple minutes ago. Because I was chatting with like 3 people at the same time. This is a very Zelda-ish track. It is. It's called Tree Red Hearts. Oh, it's totally Zelda. You can't make me believe. Now we wait for this guy to dry, and we will finish him in a little bit. We're gonna switch to the second card while we wait for Kitaro to dry. Because the last thing you want is for me to work too fast and then smudge this sumbitch. I'm doing the easy ones first. And yes, I do consider Gegege no Kitaro an easy one. I think this one's gonna be a little easier to guess. As soon as you guys can see something. Even if I've already done it before. If somebody requests a certain character, I'll still do it. It's all about audience participation. I just do a different pose and that's all. It's a question of knowing your bases. Mostly because it's not always being familiar with a character. Well, of course, that helps. It's just, I think this is the second time in my life that I've drawn Totoro. Also, this is the first time I'm trying out the focus option on the iOS 15. So like that, I should have notifications bar appearing on the top while I'm filming with my phone. I called it work focus, but it's really do not disturb. Like, I gotta do my shit too, people. Now the question is, do I do him in green? Or do I do him in gray? I have gray this time. I think I'm gonna do him in gray. Last time I did him in green. Easy fur, just zigzag your pen. I'm gonna grab this real quick for the leaf, because the leaf is overlapping. I gotta be careful because chameleons will blend with each other really easily. Then again, that is the whole point. Like, I can't fault them for doing what they're designed to do. And of course, as usual with these challenges, I am allowed to use black and white. I try to limit my use of black. Because then I would do all my line art in black. And then where would be the challenge? Plus, on top of that, I'm doing this Drawloween thing in the style of the Jason card I showed earlier. But then I'm gonna do that later and off camera because it takes several hours. Like, I'm fast, but there's a limit. I'm fast, but I'm not instant. I'm not ramen. And not gonna lie, that is the cutest Totoro I've drawn in my life. You're a beast, but a human beast. Well, yeah, exactly. And we're still debating the human part. I had dinner right before the stream, and every time I burp, it tastes like bologna. That's not pleasant. And then at this point, we take a cheap vinyl eraser that I got off of Wish. Try to get the shit off of it so we don't smudge some unknown black stuff while we erase. Because it happened once and never more. No thank you, not again. Now we can erase all the pencil on Kitaro. Because I find that vinyl erasers that look like this work best to erase without being too hard on the paper or my wrist. Also, it's hard to notice, but I finally cleaned my mat yesterday. It was not a luxury. That is a dry twig. I don't have any slightly greenish grays. I don't think they're gonna come up with that anytime soon. So I gotta work with what I have, clearly. Well, that's the whole point of a challenge, is it not? Another point of the challenge is staying within the camera view while I work. That's another nice thing about Copics. You can layer them to get different tones. That's why it's recommended when buying Copics for the first time to get some lighter colors first, because you can always shade by layering the color over itself again and again. I know I messed up the stripes. That's okay. I can claim original character, do not steal. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm an ass, but I'm not that much of an ass. There's a limit to my assholery. Toi, t'es mieux de pas me sécher dessus à la dernière seconde, toi. You're an A with a great A. Yes, because despite me trying to set up my bots, Coco is stuck being PG rated. Well, I can cuss however I want. Shiro, how come some of your Copics are sketch and some are original? I'm an idiot. That is the only reason. I thought when I got my first set of 72 that I would go for the original ones, because I thought the bullet nib would work better than the brush nib. Obviously that was years ago, because the brush nib is a godsend. And my second set, a completely custom set, because I bought them one by one, is all sketch markers. And in the event that I'm like so painfully rich that I can waste money however I want, I'll replace my originals with sketch. Even my 25th anniversary edition Copics, because those are shit. For some reason, they dried up. And I don't mean from usage, because the ones that did dry up, that I could refill, like only the Lionette color, which is Y28, was able to be reused. The rest kind of gunked up. Like, for example, the YR68 orange, that one I refilled. I also changed the nib. And it's still gunked up in a matter of hours. And no amounts of tips and tricks and talking to customer support did anything. So those are a bust. At this point I'm keeping them for the novelty in the lion gold color. Well, stay in the frickin' frame, Shiro. But that's why I work my gigantic ass off. So I can afford to refill and replace my art supplies once I'm done paying my monthly bills. Like, I'm having a lot of fun working on this, but I'm also looking forward to working on my second midnight card. It's not because I'm bored here, it's because I just love drawing that much. And I'm looking forward to finishing drawing so I can go back to drawing. That's how bad it is. I have a problem and I have no intention of fixing it. There we go, this is done. And it looks really bright on camera, but it's more muted and neutral in real life. Then again, I got a light here, 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 so yeah, it's gonna look bright. Having a sip of tea, because tea is a boon for the soul. Also, I'm hella dehydrated this morning, so I have a headache, and I'm trying to rehydrate to fix that. I'm so dehydrated, my already appalling English pronunciation is going to hell. Just went to check my notifications on DeviantArt. People, they're not jumping on my J's and P's because, once again, I'm mostly known for stuff like this. The hell, I like me some horror. It's October. I do what I want at the age I got. But the ones that, well, the one guy that commented something just said front page get, so. But I worked hard on this piece, and me, usually when I'm very happy with my art results, I like to look at them for a while. Hey, I worked hard. I get to look at my own shit, come on. And this is how I try to represent fluffiness when working with markers. Then again, it's pretty much how I represent scales too. If all that frickin' work that I did on dinosaur cards for Upper Dick are any... I know how I pronounced it. Any indication... I better not hear any of their representatives saying, "Don't talk about us like that, you'll never work in the industry again." Bitch, you haven't hired me for anything in like 10 years. You think I want to break my ass again for like 100 cards for $39? You got another thing coming. As we all know, companies that won't let you discuss your salary just want to make sure that they can keep fucking you in the ass. Shiggy, shiggy, shiggy. I'm allowed to use black and white. I just gotta shake like a mofo beforehand. You always gotta shiggy, shiggy, shiggy. Gotta constantly make sure I'm still in the frame. Ay, ay, ay. And there we go for Totoro. Gonna let him dry because that was a lot of Posca. And I just realized I forgot to color Kitaro's buttons. I'm gonna do that right now while we're here. There we go. This was left uncolored on purpose, though. Else it would turn his sandals into a blob of gray. Now let's see, this is done. All right. Sharpen the This is like the fastest fan art I've ever done. I mean, compared to when the game came out to when I decided to draw something about it. So I'm even less familiar with the characters. But I ask for prompts, and that's what people give me. Oh, this is epic music, all of a sudden. Fits well with what I'm doing right now. Your boy Wildcat it. It's Inktober. It sure is. That's not what I'm doing, but it sure is. What I'm doing is art prompts that I got on my Instagram for the Colors of the Month challenge from Marker Universe. Gonna erase where there is. Oh! I was playing Jackbox, the one dating mini game, and no one wanted me. Oh well, better luck next time, buddy. Another sip of what is now a cold 1 hour old tea. Gotta finish this thing regardless. I'm drawing this and coloring this and thinking that there's gonna be at least one clueless idiot that's going to tell me they're not color accurate. And I mean, that's the whole point. And It reminds me of that one guy that wanted to buy one of my prints, but then refused because it was a parody print, and of course with parody prints I put after the original artist, and because I put this certain artist's name on the print and he hated the artist, he refused to buy the print that he wanted. And I'm like, wow, that's next level petty right there. Like, I'm petty, but that's petty. I think I'm going to do, since I didn't use any of the Sunny Pumpkin color in the last one, I'm going to use it on Noelle this time. And I'm going to use gray on her robe. First, I'm going to use the Sunny color a little bit on Spamton also. But the dominant colors are going to be the pumpkin for Noelle and the moss for Spamton. I sent in an idea in the suggestion box. For some reason, I have a bad feeling about that. Oh, almost forgot his other hand. You can cry emoji all you want. I used up all my compassion this week. I already finished October. Good for you. Either you started early, or you did a piece so big that it was enough to cover the month. I'm gonna let these two dry a bit. Wait. grab the last card, which is going to be a bit more involved than the previous ones. I'm gonna delete this one. There we go. Me, I'm taking my sweet time with my Inktober prompts. Only doing one a day because, I mean, look at the amount of detail I put in them, so yeah. That's a lot of work. No point rushing. The whole point of Inktober and stuff like that is to practice. And that's what I'm doing. And Coco, that's up to you if you want to do Inktober or not. Yes, yo boy, you're very, very edgy. I'm cutting myself on all that edge. Ah, and from the sound of things, my parents are back home. Man, this looks like a complete mess. But I know what I'm doing, surprisingly enough. After this, I am going to play WarioWare's So Hard. Electric eraser from AliExpress. Come Quay, if you wanna try and cheap out on some supplies, I will recommend cheap supplies. I mean, legit supplies are expensive enough as it is. If you can save some money, I encourage it. I like how sketchy this style is. My friend Tiago highly recommended I download this game. I read it's expected to have a hard copy release, so honestly I'm waiting on that because I much rather have hard copies of games than download them. Takes less room on my Switch. Not bad for a first try. Then again, all my first tries are not bad. Tiago was telling me that Eastward was a kind of like a Zelda, but then you had to switch between characters. And I was like, I know this. I played that when it was Magical Something Something. Before working on Zelda, the producer, whose name evades me right now because I have a headache, had made this quote-unquote camping game with 3 characters that you could swap out. And I know it has magical in the name. And you end up exploring this island, and your different characters get different weapons and a lot of different abilities, and you have to constantly swap out between them. It's actually super fun. And of course, anything that mimics the Earthbound feel is always a win. Ben oui, il faisait les cheveux, il faisait pas la barbe. Here we go. I'm gonna put on some green. Look at that, I forgot our cowlick. Oh, it's still gonna look good. See, problem solved. I'm just that good. Of course, you gotta get creative with the colors you don't have. There we go for this. Gonna hang it up and I'm gonna grab Noel and Spanton. And we should be done for today. I had a 5th prompt, but I'm not gonna do it. I usually stick to 4 because that's the maximum I usually get. But at the same time, despite the name, I am not a machine. See, there's my point exactly. I forgot a line right here. Sometimes you gotta impose yourself limits so you don't break down like Spampton. Mousse. There we go. I'm allowed black. I could use black, but then Spampton would take up all the black, and the whole point of the color challenge would be lost within the void. Sorry about that. Spandam has white hands, doesn't he? Pretty sure he does. Yes! I love being right because it happens all the time. Y'all are awfully quiet all of a sudden. Sus. Well, I do hope that Deltarune Chapter 3 is not gonna take 3 years again. At the same time, I don't want Toby and his team to burn themselves out on the project. So we all know what happens when you rush a project. We also know what happens when you take too long on a project. Looking at you, Duke Nukem Forever. But I'm not gonna give shit to Toby about that. He has a team, but it's technically a very small team. His cheeks. Sorry I'm so snotty. I'm not sick, I'm just really snotty after I sneeze. I'm sure there's a fetish for that. Here's the thing, I have the game. I have not reached Spamtom's fight. But not because I keep failing at Spamtom, I just haven't reached him. Because there's a section that's basically bullet hell, where you sit in teacups and you have to avoid the bullets that are coming. And I just can't, it goes too fast for me. I'd like to blame it on age, but there's a reason I play RPGs and not fighting games. This is a very emotional piece for me. No, I'm kidding. Well, that looks nightmarish enough. Which was the whole point, really. For those worried, I usually sign my full name behind the card. The front is just a little extra proof that I'm the one that did this nightmare. What time is it? Almost 3 o'clock and we're down to coloring the last card. That's not too bad. I'm putting actual efforts in these, that's why it's longer. I always gotta make sure there's no black shit on my erasers. You never know. Clean, clean, clean. Drawing is like cooking. You have to constantly clean as you go or else you're going to have an incredible mess at the end of the day. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm deleting my reference because I'm done with the cards as I go. There we go. I just ate and I'm hungry again. Holy crap. I'm very hungry this week. I have to fill the void constantly. Eventually I'll have it set up where there's a face cam or a VTuber or something to keep you guys distracted when I take tea breaks and stuff like that. Some people would rather a webcam, but at the same time I look like shit when I draw. Like, I look really angry for some reason when I'm focused. Which got me in trouble in school, except nobody saw fit to actually tell me I looked angry. When I was focused, and I was focusing really hard, desperately trying not to get in trouble, so I was paying attention in class as hard as I could. Which distracted the teachers enough to kick me out of the class. But people are so against communication, especially with kids, because every bad thing we do, of course we're doing it on purpose to antagonize the teacher. It's the only reason. Not happy with that. I've been challenged to a pumpkin painting contest by a fellow sketch card artist. So now I gotta go out and buy a fucking pumpkin and paint on it with Poscas. Well, the thing is, it's a Posca USA contest on Instagram. But for the first time in my life, somebody actually freaking challenged me to do it. Mom's like, yay, decorated pumpkin. Because I'm not going to carve it, that's for sure. I'm going to paint it with Poscas because that's what they're asking for. I have an idea what I'm going to do, but like I said, first I got to get a pumpkin. So what's probably going to happen is I'm going to do my best to carve the front. So Dad can probably do something with the innards. And it won't be a total waste of my money. Oh no, I have the right one. Well, you know, straight on. What the hell kind of music is this? Are we in the volcano in Super Mario RPG? Barrel volcano? Are we going to meet Hinopio? Is that what's going to happen? Constantly checking if I'm still in the shot. And boop. And boop. And I'm going to fill in her eyebrows because her eyebrows are dark. There we go. And we are good for this one and for the stream, I believe. Yes, indeed. And the preview on Restream stopped at Totoro. Oh my god. I'm gonna zoom out a bit so you can see my mess and my iPad. And we are going to put the cards in a row to see what we've done today. So here we go. We have Gegege no Kitaro, Totoro, these two, whose name escapes me right now, from Eastward, and Noelle and Spamton from Deltarune Chapter 2. I feel I did a pretty good job, all things considering. Of course, my favorite is this one. Because Spamton is going nuts! And it is almost 3 o'clock, so I believe we've done enough work for today before my fingers fall off. So, as usual, with every end of stream, extra special thanks to my patrons on Patreons. What am I going to glitter to sprinkle on the tanks? I'm gonna put some edible glitter on the tanks. Amber B, Jeff B, Paul K, your continued support is immensely appreciated. I will see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, the usual time for the live stream with the Bootleg Cookie comic strip. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I know I had a lot of fun drawing it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you all, and bye.